Feature-rich, abrasion-resistant, and extremely reliable in extreme conditions, the women's Patagonia Triolet jacket performs best in heavy snow, driving wind, and torrential rain. The way they achieve that is a unique 3-layer Gore-Tex fabric. There's a lot of technology, a lot of stuff that goes on to make that fabric and to make this piece. The big story here with this piece is that the pores in the fabric are so tiny that it doesn't allow water or wind to permeate the fabric, but the pores are big enough that it allows water vapor to escape. So it's not only going to protect you from the outside, but as you're moving, as you're climbing and those aerobic activities, that water vapor, that warm air is able to escape and keep you dry from the inside. So it's a safe piece, meaning that it's going to protect you from the outside, but you're not going to sweat. And then when you stop, you're not going to be cold. This is going to be an extremely great piece for those alpine conditions. The technical features about this fabric, it is a Gore-Tex fabric, and the face fabric is a 40 denier polyester fabric that does keep the weight down, but this has reinforcements on it to make it extremely abrasion resistant, and that's a 70 denier fabric. So you do have more of a lightweight feel. This isn't a heavy piece by any means. It allows you to move, it allows you to breathe, but all of those features allow it to be extremely abrasion resistant. So it's gonna hold up against rock, it's gonna hold up against those extreme conditions that it's meant for. The other features here are really feature rich. You've got a lot of attentions to detail in this jacket that make a big difference. You have a nice oversized hood here at the top, and that's meant to accommodate a climbing helmet, so it's big enough there. You've got a nice brim on the outside of this hood, so that's really going to shed water. Obviously I'm not wearing a helmet now, so the hood does look really big, but you can cinch that down. There's 2 draw cords here on the sides, and then there's an adjustment there in the back. So if you're not wearing a helmet, if you're just wearing this over your head, you can cinch that down and it feels nice. It feels really protected, especially with that brim. There's a nice stretchy material underneath of that brim. So, you know, that allows you to really cinch it down and keep you comfortable. It has a really nice high collar here. So, and there's also a nice soft material behind that collar. So if you have this zipped up all the way, it's not going to irritate your chin. If you need to batten everything down and really be protected, this hood is a really great feature. Working my way down here, you do have underarm zippers under both arms. This is a weather resistant zipper, but it's very low profile. So you can see there are 2 sides to that zipper. If you open that up, it's going to allow a lot of warm air to escape. So as you're hiking, as you're climbing, all that warm air from under your arm is going to escape. But if you do need to batten everything down and you want to be protected there as well, you can just zip that up. That's a longer zipper than I've seen in most other pieces, so you can really get a lot of ventilation there in that underarm zipper. And you have 2 pockets up here at the top. So if you're wearing a harness, if you're wearing a backpack with a hip belt, you can access these pockets up top. That makes it really convenient here for getting your hands on smaller items. The pockets are actually bigger than some chest level pockets I've seen in other jackets, so you can get bigger items in there. You know, my whole hand fits in there, so it's a really great pocket there. Weather resistant zippers as well. You have a full length zipper here in the front, weather resistant zipper as well. Moving down to the bottom hem, you have a stretchy draw cord on both sides. So you can really cinch that down. This is longer, so you have a lot more protection here. It definitely comes down low enough that it protects you there, but if you're wearing, again, a harness, it's gonna really trap in that heat and it's going to protect you there. So 2 stretchy draw cords at the bottom, 2 hand level pockets here, They are set up a little bit higher so you can still access the top of this pocket if you're wearing a harness, but these are a little bit bigger pockets as well. So nice pockets there. They're kind of hidden here behind this storm flap. So protection there. And then going to the inside of the jacket, you've got some more features. Right here on this side, you have a nice stretchy dump pocket. This is a great place for an extra hat, an extra pair of gloves to keep it close at hand. The fit and the feel of this jacket is really great. It's exactly what I would expect from Patagonia for a shell like this. It is a little bit oversized. They expect that you're wearing layers underneath of it, so it's meant for those snowy, windy, rainy conditions where you're gonna need to get some layers on, a base layer, another layer over top. So I have plenty of room in here. Right now I'm just wearing a lightweight t-shirt. I've got plenty of room in my arms. I can move in this piece. It's not restricting me at all. And down here in the cuffs, you have adjustability there. So they're wide enough, you have enough room in your arm here, but on the cuff, if you need to cinch that down over top of a pair of gloves or underneath a pair of gloves, that really works well with that Velcro. The inside of the jacket has a nice dry feel to it, and the outside is also nice and soft. It's not shiny, it doesn't feel like one of those plasticky waterproof jackets. So with all of the high quality materials here, the technology that goes into a piece like this, it is the perfect piece for those extreme alpine conditions. It is the women's Patagonia Triolet jacket.